इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ एक प्रोफाइल इवैल्यूएशन फ्रेमवर्क शेयर करने वाली हूँ। इस फ्रेमवर्क को यूज करके आप खुद अपना प्रोफाइल इवैल्यूएट कर सकते हैं। यू कैन सी फॉर योरसेल्फ वेदर योर प्रोफाइल इज रेडी टू अप्लाई फॉर योर ड्रीम बिजनेस स्कूल और फॉर योर ड्रीम मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम, एंड इफ नॉट, then what are the improvement areas and how to improve. So let's get started. Hi everyone, मेरा नाम सौमी है. I'm an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad graduate, and I've been working in the corporates for the last 10 years in management consulting and banking. I am also an MBA coach and I have helped 300 plus students in their MBA journeys. So the framework that I'm going to share with you today is the framework that I actually use to evaluate people's profile as well. Along with helping my 300 mentees, I have also been an interviewer for a lot of the ISB interviews. So I know exactly what these big business schools are looking for in their students' profiles. शुरू करने से पहले let me tell you that there's going to be a giveaway as a part of this video, so stay tuned. It's going to be there somewhere in the middle of the video, so yeah, keep watching. First, let's start with why profile evaluation, right? ये तो कोई surprising बात नहीं है कि business schools के लिए आप apply कर रहे हो या फिर masters program के लिए आप apply कर रहे हो. There's a need for a certain kind of profile, a well-rounded profile. But what are the components of this profile, right? What kind of things should you be looking for to even get a basic level of understanding if your profile is good enough or not? Because unless you know what are the components of your profile, you will not know what the improvement areas are, right? Where you stand across each of those against your peers and where you have to improve. You will never be able to get ththose kind of insights. So मेरे हिसाब से profile evaluation के 3 key steps हैं. Step number 1 is to understand what are the key components of a good profile. Number 2, to dump all your life's data into that framework and just basically chart it out to see where you are. And number 3 is to, just based on your life experiences and your profile, score yourself against a scoring scale and then come to the conclusion whether your profile is ready to apply for the MBA schools or not. तो इस वीडियो में मैं number 1 पूरी तरह से कवर करने वाली हूँ. Number 2 in bits and pieces, I'll give you some examples. For number 3, for the scoring methodology and the details, I would recommend you check out the course that I have, which is on profile evaluation. The details are going to be there in the description. So I'm not going to cover that in this video, but you can always go into the course and check it out. So let's start with number 1. I have my notes on my iPad. What are the key components of a good profile? Basically, there are 3 pillars. Okay, so number 1 is your technical background. So this is going to be everything academically related, including academics, including any projects or work internships that you have done, your work experience, any certifications. Basically, कोई भी hard skill type की चीजें हो, वो और उसकी quality. That's going to be number 1 pillar. Pillar number 2 is leadership, and leadership is very important, especially for masters programs and MBA, because right after MBA, right, you will enter a leadership role, and these schools want to know whether you already have that proven leadership capability or not. So that's why leadership is pillar number 2. And pillar number 3 is diversity. What is different about you? What makes you you? What can you bring to the table for the rest of the cohort, right? So those kind of things. ये सारे जो 3 pillars है, ये आपके life में different stages of life में आती है, right? So what we are going to do now is, for each of these pillars, we are going to break it into 3 different buckets or 3 stages of life. Number 1 stage is going to be your college. What are the technicals, leadership as well as diversity angles that you have collected for your profile during your college time? Keep a note that school is not as important, because when you are applying for your masters and MBA program, school मतलब तुम काफी पीछे छोड़ आए हो school time को, right? So whatever you did in school is not as relevant. But if you don't have enough things to talk about during your college, then you can reach out to school. But उससे आपको ज़्यादा फायदा नहीं मिलेगा. Let's put it that way. So first bucket is college, and the second bucket is work ex. So across the 3 pillars, how you have built your profile while you have been working. And the last one is a personal bracket, because of course you can build your profile outside your work ex or outside your college as well. And these are the examples that you are going to put in the personal bucket. So let us take like 1 or 2 examples for each of these buckets. There are 3 pillars as well as 3 rows, right? So 9 buckets ho gaye, 3 into 3. Let's take one example of each. For example, what do we mean by technicals within college? Over here, your college scores are going to matter a lot. Your college type is also going to matter a lot. For example, in India, IITs and NITs are really good brand names. So if you are from there, then you should score yourself high in technicals in college. Scores ke alawa, academic scores ke alawa, you should also look at things like different kind of projects that you may have done, different kind of internships that you may have done. All of that will come into the technical field as well. Then if you are a part of any technical clubs like robotics, that can also come in this. College time pe leadership activities kis tarah ke ho sakte hain? College time pe leadership activities can be holding a position of responsibility, starting a club, or maybe organizing some fests. So those can be your leadership examples. Diversity during college, it can come from different things. Maybe you worked on a project which was very new, which no one had thought about in your college, and you brought that into reality. So that could be a diversity point. Or maybe you are really good at music and you led your music club to, or rather your music club in that college, to take part in some national level intercollegiate function, and you guys won or something. So that could be a diversity point. Or maybe you were a part of NSS, which is social services, and you were an active contributor there. So that could be a diversity point. So those are some of the points in college. Now let's move to work ex. So what are the technical skills that you would develop during your work ex? Over here, the quality of the work that you have done comes into picture, right? So over here, if you are already in a business kind of a field, if you are managing supply chain, if you are in finance or doing strategy kind of stuff, that already gives you an edge, because in WorkX, that's the technical aspect that you are going to talk about. Also, you can talk about, even if you are in a non-business kind of a background, you can talk about like specific kind of things that you have done. Maybe you have brought in some impact while working. Maybe you have helped your company get some patent in a technology field. So those kind of things can come in technicals. During WorkX, leadership is going to come either from people management, but if you are at a junior level, then of course you will not have much leadership like people management experience. So over here, things like managing a lot of stakeholders, handling a client independently, or taking proactive initiatives to do something which is outside your job responsibility, like taking part in training, knowledge development, knowledge sharing, those kind of things can help build your leadership aspect during WorkX. Diversity wise, again, if there's something really differentiating that you have done during your WorkX, maybe you were the youngest person to get a managerial role in your company. I mean, I'm just making things up at this point, but if there's something really differentiating that you have done during your WorkX, this is what goes in there. Then if we move to personals, tech can be anything. Like if you have had a business of your own, that you can put in the technicals, especially if it helped you build some personal skills. For example, a lot of people would be doing freelancing, and maybe that teaches you a lot about managing clients. So that can be a technical aspect within the personal bucket. Leadership, again, it could be different things. It could be building a community. Maybe you are very active on Instagram and you have built a community and you have a voice. Or maybe you have a LinkedIn voice. That can be a leadership quality. It could also be things like working in maybe an NGO outside your WorkX, like after your work hours, maybe working in an NGO. Or maybe you have cleared GMAT and now you are teaching a bunch of students how they can do well in their GMAT exam. So those kind of things could be in your leadership activity within personal. And lastly, the diversity angle. Again, diversity ka koi cap nahi hota hai, right? So maybe you have a diploma degree in music or dance. Maybe you are a national level basketball player. Those kind of things which differentiates you from the bulk of the people who will be applying to the college will come in diversity in personal angle. Okay, so now that I've gone through each of these buckets one by one, the next step is for you to understand how to score yourself, right? हर एक bucket का इसमें से weightage कितना कितना होता है and what kind of profile points will help you get what kind of scores. So that part I've covered in detail in the course, so I'm not going to cover in this video. You should check out the course if you are interested in it. इस course में basically सारे components के साथ how you can score yourself as well as how you can improve your profile. ये सारी चीजें मैंने cover कर रखा है. So you can refer to it. It's not a very expensive course as well. So do consider checking it out. And now, yes, coming to the giveaway. Okay, so I am actually giving away this course absolutely for free to 2 people. For one person, it's going to be a first come, first serve. And I have shared the coupon code for the course somewhere in this video. If you caught it, then that's great. If you did not, go and rewatch the video and get that coupon code. You can apply it and get this course absolutely for free. For the second person, because I thought first come first serve थोड़ा सा unfair भी हो सकता है कई बार. For the second person, I am going to choose from the comment section. So please let me know in the comments if you are interested in getting this course and more importantly why. I'm going to choose one of the responses and I'll reach out to you over email and give this course to you for free. So that's all about this video. Hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I keep bringing out a lot of MBA relevant information on this channel. So yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, bye.